Hello dear friends, welcome in today's online session. Today we are going to study chapter number 7, Motion, Force and Work. Let's start. Observe the picture. There is a one book on the table. एक पुस्तक टेबलावरती आहे आणि या पुस्तकाची हालचाल आपल्याला एका ठिकाणाहून दुसऱ्या ठिकाणी करायची आहे. अशा वेळेस आपल्याला काय करावे लागेल? व्हॉट टू डू? तर या ठिकाणी पुस्तकावरती फोर्स लावावा लागेल आणि फोर्स लावल्यानंतर पुस्तक आपली जागा बदलेल. ओके. आणि या ठिकाणी एका ठिकाणाहून दुसऱ्या ठिकाणी पुस्तक आपली जागा फोर्स लावल्यानंतर बदलत असेल तर कार्य झाले असे आपण म्हणू. मीन्स वर्क इज डन when the force is applied on that object. Okay. When the book is on the table at the A point, when we apply the force on the book, it moves from A point to B point. Means we have seen that a change occurs in the position or place of the object. And also when we apply force, we have seen that a change occurs in the motion or the shape of a body. Now, let's see how work is done when a force acts. चित्राचं निरीक्षण केल्यानंतर घोडेस्वार घोड्याला पुढे नेत आहे. घोडा पुढे जात आहे. त्यानंतर स्थिर असलेली गाडी ओझे वाहू पुढे नेत आहे. त्याचबरोबर उष्णता ऊर्जा दिल्यानंतर दूध उतू जात आहे. ह्या सर्व उदाहरणांचा जर आपण अभ्यास केला तर एक गोष्ट लक्षात येईल की जेव्हा आपण एखाद्या गोष्टीवर बल लावतो, फोर्स लावतो, त्यावेळेस एकतर ती स्वतःची जागा बदलते, ती गतीत येते किंवा तिचा आकार बदलतो. जेव्हा आपण पोळी करण्यासाठी कणिक घेतो आणि ते गोल शेपमध्ये काय करतो, शेप देऊन त्याला गोल करतो आणि त्यानंतर आपण त्याची चपाती लाटतो. पहिल्यांदा जो आकार होता तो गोल आकार आणि त्यानंतर चपातीला दिलेला पसरट गोल आकार. कशामुळे हे सर्व झालं तर आपण त्याच्यावर फोर्स अप्लाय केला. डिअर स्टुडंट, लेट्स लर्न मोर अबाउट डिस्टन्स अँड डिस्प्लेसमेंट. फॉर दॅट कन्सिडर वन एक्झाम्पल. रणजीस हाऊस इज ॲट प्लेस ए. द फिगर alongside shows the distance transferred by Ranjit to reach his school at D. If we do not take direction into account, we find that Ranjit transferred a distance equal to AB plus BC plus CD. However, on doing this, his displacement was equal to AD. Ranjit's displacement from the house to the school is shown in the picture with the broken lines AD. AD is a minimum distance along a straight line from Ranjit's house to the school. Okay. The minimum distance transferred in a particular direction along a straight line is called displacement. What is meant by distance? The length of the route actually transferred by a moving body irrespective of the direction is called distance. There is no need of direction to express the physical quantity. So distance is a scalar quantity. Okay. Now what is meant by displacement? The minimum distance transferred by a moving body in one direction from the original point to reach the final point is called displacement. In displacement, both distance and direction are taken into account. Therefore, displacement is a vector quantity. There is a need of direction to express the physical quantity. So, the displacement is vector quantity. Dear student, there is a difference between distance and displacement. Distance is a scalar quantity and displacement is a vector quantity. You have learned about scalar and vector quantity in previous period. I hope you understood well. Let's learn more about distance and displacement. Ranjit's house is at place A. The figure alongside shows the distance transferred by Ranjit to reach his school at D. तो total distance covered by Ranjit is AB plus BC plus CD. Now AB is equal to 300 meter, BC is equal to 700 meter and CD is equal to 500 meter. Total distance covered by Ranjit is equal to 300 plus 700 plus 500 is equal to 1500 meter. Okay. Now what is about displacement? You know that displacement means the minimum distance transferred by a moving body in one direction from the original point to reach the final point. Here original point is A and the final point is D. And the minimum distance covered by Ranjit to reach the home is 1000 meter. So the displacement here is 1000 meter. प्रिय विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, या ठिकाणी तुम्हाला डिस्टन्स म्हणजे अंतर आणि डिस्प्लेसमेंट म्हणजे विस्थापन या दोन गोष्टींना चांगलं लक्षात ठेवावं लागेल. त्यातला फरकही चांगला लक्षात ठेवावा लागेल. तर अंतर म्हणजे काय? तर आरंभबिंदूपासून अंतिम बिंदूपर्यंत एखाद्या वस्तूची झालेली हालचाल किंवा मूव्हमेंट. ओके. आता या ठिकाणी दिशेची गरज नाही, त्यामुळे अदिश राशी आहे ही, म्हणजे स्केलार क्वांटिटी आहे. आता आपण जेव्हा डिस्प्लेसमेंट म्हणजे विस्थापन ही संकल्पना लक्षात घेतो त्यावेळेस एक गोष्ट लक्षात घ्यायची आहे. या ठिकाणी अंतर आहे पण ते मिनिमम आहे. द मिनिमम डिस्टन्स म्हणजे कमीत कमी अंतर पार केलेलं आहे त्या मूव्हिंग बॉडीनं एका विशिष्ट दिशेनं, तर त्याला म्हणायचं आहे विस्थापन, अर्थातच डिस्प्लेसमेंट. आणि या ठिकाणी आपल्याला दिशेचा उल्लेख आपण केला, याचा अर्थ ही काय आहे? सदिश राशी आहे. ओके. The units of measurement of distance and displacement is the meter in the SI as well as in the MK system of measurement. दोन्हीचे युनिट्स सारखेच असतील. सो लक्षात ठेवा, डिस्प्लेसमेंट आणि डिस्टन्स यांचे युनिट्स सारखेच आहेत. मीटर असं आपण सांगितलं MK सिस्टीममध्ये. ओके. लेट्स नो अबाउट स्पीड अँड व्हेलॉसिटी. बऱ्याच वेळा अनेक स्पर्धांमध्ये आपण धावपटू पाहिले आणि धावपटूची स्पीडसुद्धा आपण काउंट करतो आणि त्यावरून त्या धावपटूचं जे काही त्या स्पर्धेमधलं स्थान आहे ते ठरवतो. मग काय आहे ही स्पीड? ॲक्च्युली स्पीड म्हणजे काय? स्पीड मीन्स द डिस्टन्स ट्रान्सफर्ड बाय अन ऑब्जेक्ट इन युनिट टाईम इज कॉल्ड स्पीड ऑफ दॅट ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके. एखाद्या वस्तूने व्यक्तीने कापलेले अंतर एका विशिष्ट वेळेमध्ये, त्यावरून त्या धावण्याची, चालण्याची किंवा हालचालीची स्पीड आपण काउंट करू शकतो. ओके. टू कॅल्क्युलेट द स्पीड देर इज वन फॉर्म्युला, दॅट इज स्पीड इज इक्वल टू डिस्टन्स ट्रान्सफर्ड डिवायडेड बाय टोटल टाईम. ओके. बाय यूजिंग दिस formula we can calculate the speed. When speed is taken into account, the direction is not specified, so the quantity is scalar quantity. Okay. Let's learn more about velocity. The velocity is the distance transferred by a body in a specific direction in unit time is called the velocity of that object. When we say that the speed of a car is 40 km per hour, there is no need to specify the direction. But to predict whether a storm will reach a particular place or not, a mention of its direction is essential. So here we mention the direction along with the displacement. So velocity is a ratio of displacement upon period of time required for the displacement. We can calculate the velocity by using one formula. That is, velocity is equal to displacement upon period of time required for displacement. And you know that velocity is a vector quantity. There is no need of direction to mention the physical quantity. The unit of measurement of velocity is meter per second. Let's now use the above formula to find out Ranjit's velocity and speed when he goes to school as shown in figure. The actual distance transferred by Ranjit from home to school is AB plus BC plus CD is equal to 500 meter plus 700 meter plus 300 meter is equal to 1500 meter. Total time from home to school is 8 minutes plus 11 minutes plus 6 minutes is equal to 25 minutes. Ranjit's displacement from home to school is equal to AD is equal to 1000 meters. Thus, Ranjit's velocity when going from home to school is equal to velocity is equal to displacement upon total time is equal to 1000 meters upon 25 minutes is equal to 40 upon 60 40 meters upon 60 seconds is equal to 0.66 meter per second. Okay. Now, Ranjit's speed while going to school is equal to total distance transferred upon total time is equal to 1500 meters upon 25 minutes is equal to 60 meters upon 60 seconds is equal to 1 meter per second. Ranjit did not take the straight route of minimum distance while going to the school. Therefore, the magnitude of his velocity and speed come out to be different. Had Ranjit actually gone by the straight route AD, then the magnitude of his velocity and speed would have been the same. The velocity of an object can change even while it is moving along a straight line. Suppose that a truck is covering a distance of 40 km from A to D in a straight line. That is, its displacement will be 40 km. If it requires altogether 1 hour for this, its average velocity is 40 km per hour. However, if the truck transfers the 10 km distance AB in 10 minutes, BC in 20 minutes and CD in 30 minutes, then velocity for the distance AB in km per hour is equal to 10 km upon 10 minutes is equal to 60 km upon 60 minutes is equal to 60 km per hour. Now, deduce the velocities for the distance BC and CD. We see that the velocity of the truck is different in the different segments of road AB, BC and CD. However, the average velocity for the entire route AD is 40 km per hour. The velocity at a particular moment of time is called instantaneous velocity. The instantaneous velocity can be different at different times. Now, what is meant by acceleration? In the previous example, the truck covered the distance AB at the velocity of 60 km per hour, BC at 30 km per hour and CD at 40 km per hour. It means that the velocity for the distance CD is greater than the velocity for the distance BC. From the number of seconds required for this change in velocity to take place, the change in the velocity per second can be deduced. This is called acceleration. What is the cause of acceleration? प्रिय विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, तुम्ही स्वतःही कधी गाडी चालवली असेल किंवा आपल्या पालकांसोबत गाडीवर बसला असाल तर त्यावेळेस स्पीड वाढवण्यासाठी ॲक्सिलेटर गाडीला असतं. जेव्हा ते ॲक्सिलेटर आपण यूज करतो तेव्हा स्पीड कमी किंवा अधिक आपण करू शकतो. गर्दी आली की आपण गाडीची ॲक्सिलेटरनं स्पीड कमी करतो आणि ज्यावेळेस गर्दी नसेल, रस्ता मोकळा असेल, तेव्हा ॲक्सिलेटरचा उपयोग करून आपण स्पीड वाढवू शकतो. तर अशा वेळेस आपल्याला ॲक्सिलरेशन म्हणजे काय ही गोष्ट लक्षात घ्यायची आहे. तर ॲक्सिलरेशन म्हणजे काय? द चेंज इन व्हेलॉसिटी पर सेकंड is called acceleration. Means there is one formula to calculate the acceleration, that is acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time taken for change. The unit of acceleration is meter per second square. The interaction that brings about the acceleration is called force. So let's study about force. Take a glass marble, let it roll on a big smooth tabletop. After some time its velocity will decreases and it will stop. On a carom board, too, the carom coin pushed by a striker will move forward some distance and then come to a stop. If the coin is pushed after applying talcum powder to the carom board, it will keep moving for a longer time and then come to stop. Dear student, you know that the truck driver increases or decreases the velocity of the truck by means of the accelerator. You might have seen a toy car that runs on a clockwork spring. When it is released on a flat floor, after winding up the spring, it goes in a straight line. However, when it is in hit on one side, it changes direction and keeps going. If it collides into a wall, it stops. It means that its velocity changes. How did this change take place? It happens because the car comes into contact with the something external to it. On a football ground, how does the direction of the ball moving in a straight line change? We see some player changing its direction by kicking it. When its direction changes, the velocity of the ball also changes. That is to say, an acceleration takes place. So, the interaction that brings about the acceleration is called force. Force acts on a body. The scientist Sir Isaac Newton was the first to study force and the resulting acceleration. Let's study Newton's first law of motion. If no force is acting on a body, its velocity does not change. That the body does not accelerate. In the other words, if a body is stationary, it will remain stationary. If it is in motion, it will continue moving with the same velocity in the same direction. If the force acting on the object is zero, then its acceleration is also zero. You have learned what is meant by force. You have seen that a body is accelerated due to force. Suppose you place the 1 kilogram standard weight on a surface with no friction and pull it with an acceleration of 1 meter per second square. The force applied is called 1 Newton. Okay? I hope you understood well about the many concepts related to force, motion, distance and displacement. Meet you in next session. Till then, take care. Goodbye.